Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Rollers of the Realm. There were very specific embargo instructions included with this game, including a picture of Samuel L. Jackson, which kind of threw me off a little. That's what Atlas PR is like, people. I don't know what's up with them. But I have to say that I can't show anything past the 4th area before a specific date. So I'm not going to show past the 4th area. That's pretty simple. And I hope that I don't get my balls twisted by John Harden for this. But anyway, this is Rollers of the Realm. We have 2 different modes. This is the campaign mode, and you've also got an arena mode, which is basically just a score attack from what I can tell. So we've got volume, music, and dialogue auto advance. That's not really that much, actually. So we've got different areas, and the campaign goes throughout these areas. We can go to the port to not only hire hands, but to increase the stats of these hires by buying items with them. And the higher party level we have, the more items we can buy. So, for example, this is the dog. The rogue. The item is the dog, the rogue is the character. And the more items you buy, you can see the effects on the stats on the left side there. So as you can see, I get plus 15% parry chance and plus 15 mana gain from gold collection. Yada yada yada. It's pretty simple stuff, really. The game claims to be a pinball RPG, and while it's not exactly wrong, and you can find things like random items just strewed about in a treasure chest, it's just a little bit thin on the ground, I think is the word I would use for it. Because other than buying these items and just grinding, and yeah, this game actually has grinding, I don't believe that. It doesn't really feel that much like an RPG. It feels more like a pinball game. But anyway, we're going to go to the wood, and we're going to play standing stones. The levels work in a simple system.
A place of worship? No. An ancient one of what lies beyond. We should collect the berries and leave.
So the levels work in a pretty simple way. It's just a grid. You beat a level, it unlocks levels next to it. Yada, 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 yada. So anyway, welcome to Rollers of the Realm. It's a 3D pinball game. You have several different types of characters. I'm currently using the Rogue. She is a very fast, very nimble character. You use the L and R buttons like you would expect on a normal pinball game on the Vita. If you fall out of the level when the skull's there, that character dies and you have to select a new one. So I'm going to launch the Knight. The balls all have their own different types of characteristics. Like, for example, this character here, the Knight, is the best at dealing straight up damage, but he's very inflexible. He can't move very fast. I'm doing terribly. The healer gains a ton of mana from pretty much any source imaginable. Also, once you have the healer, you can bring people back from the... God damn it, I'm sucking today. The hunter isn't affected by any sort of environmental hazards.
This is a turkey shoot.
And also has all sorts of other abilities, like a multi-ball.
This is a turkey shoot.
Every character also has a special ability that you can activate using mana, and you earn mana by bumping into things. It's basically the... God damn it! It's basically the replacement for score in this game. You run into something, you get mana, and you can use it to activate the special ability once it gets to a certain point. Also, if I can... I really shouldn't have opened my mouth. If I can successfully get my mana bar close to full, I can successfully revive characters. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I lost all my balls. Don't take that out of context. And I now have the pleasure of playing the level from the very beginning.
Here comes the whipping your mum should have given you. Spooning you had in mind.
So the idea is, in most levels, you have to basically beat the... God damn it. You have to beat the stuffing out of everybody there. Oh yeah, you can also swap characters by holding them like that. So, yeah, the basic idea is that you got to beat the crap out of everybody and be constantly... God damn it! Be constantly swapping back and forth between characters in order to make the most of their abilities. Like, for example, Mr. Knight there, the guy who I can never keep on the field for long enough to actually get enough mana to do anything with, has a shield ability that prevents players from draining down the middle when there's an enemy around and therefore losing the ball. I, however, tend to suck at this game a lot. Either that or the physics just really don't like me because, I mean, God damn it! You can move your character's ball around by using the left analog stick, but I found that just via the sheer bad luck that I tend to have when it comes to physics-based games of any sort, I find I tend to go down into the sinkhole of the middle of the playing field much more often than I usually... much more often than I get any sort of useful amount of time out of actually moving the ball. Relying on my actual pinball skills instead of any sort of skill of moving the ball around by itself seems to do me a lot better than any other strategy. Also, I really have this problem with these sinkholes that move your ball around the playing field constantly because, Jesus Christ, I don't know if this is going to be a problem with anyone else, but I cannot stay away from these sinkholes. They just make me, like, instantly die all the time. Well, not instantly die, but they always make me just go down them all the time without fail. It is one of the most annoying things imaginable for no bloody reason. So yeah, this is going to be a... As soon as I say this is going to be a hard target to hit with this guy, I immediately get it right.
There, I have all I need for the potions.
And you do... Although I have to admit, the game really does feel like you're actually making progress, right? I mean, you're constantly getting new items, you're constantly unlocking new stuff, you're getting paid, you're getting experience. The game does have a sense of progression about it, even though it tends to be a bit slow.
Spooky little place. There is nothing here for the youth. We should not stay long.
Superstitious, are we? You expecting the witch to jump out of the wood?
The witch. Or worse.
Voice acting ain't bad. It's just it's got this nice little theme to it. I quite like it. Thankfully, the area was green, so I didn't actually lose the ball. So this area's got a fairly different set of objectives this time. We're here to search for gold. Sometimes it can be hard to tell what these playfields actually look like. Like, I never would have guessed those rock formations on the left and right there would be ramps. Sometimes there are areas like little passageways that you just can't see because the game doesn't make it extremely obvious where they are. And sometimes the angle works against you too. Like, sometimes the ball physics don't feel right because they change the perspective of the table up a little bit, and it's like, okay, why didn't I hit that shot? Oh, wait, I'm looking at it from a different camera angle. Sometimes it's just a bit hard to control this game sometimes. I really cannot speak that well today. This is the third video I've done today, and it starts to get a little draining, but oh well. The pinball itself is, hey... The pinball itself is not the worst thing in the world, not by any stretch of the imagination. The physics, it is definitely that sort of game where sometimes it feels like the physics absolutely screw you. Especially when you launch the ball and just immediately fall into the gap, and you're just immediately losing everybody you've got in your party. Nice idea that everybody has their own lives, so basically the more characters you get, the more lives you have. Would be nice to find a way to make my mana regen faster so I could be able to revive people really quickly, but... But, you know, the little things. And as I was saying, the game really does have a nice sense of progression. You're constantly going through the levels and unlocking new stuff to do, and it's all very fun. It's all enjoyable. It's nothing amazing. Like, the physics model, as I said before, isn't exactly fantastic. It works. It generally works fine outside of screwing you over a lot. So some might say it's actually pretty damn close to... God damn it. Some might say it's actually pretty damn close to... What's the word I'm looking for? Actual pinball. And maybe if you've played Zen Pinball, it'll feel pretty familiar to you. I prefer the Pinball Arcade myself, but... God damn it! But... God damn it! But Zen Pinball and Pinball Arcade was always my favourite, but, you know, that's not really what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Rollers of the Realm, and Rollers of the Realm really likes screwing me for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like, even with the analog stick movement, as I said before, I seriously can't handle this game very often. It just tends to screw me in the most egregious of bloody ways. Sometimes it's really hard to land a shot, because it's hard to tell when the right timing is, and when you have to deal with a specific character, because everyone else of your buddies is dead. Seriously, I can't even tell exactly where I'm supposed to hit with this little statue. God damn it! I can't even tell exactly where I'm supposed to hit with this statue, because it just feels random. And some of this game's physics really do feel random at times. It doesn't... I wouldn't say it's absolutely lacking in consistency, but sometimes it's just a weird bunch of situations, and it's like, how did that happen? I didn't think that was even possible. Nevertheless, when I can hit this statue one more time... Okay, it's been emptied, and I imagine this is where a boss starts to... Oh. Oh, we just got to run away. Huh, okay, so let's actually go to the third area now. Listen to a longer cutscene. No cutscene, really? Okay. Oh.
We'll attack the guards to draw out the garrison. Then we'll storm the main gate.
Why would the birds leave the roost?
Boredom? I've fought for lesser reasons.
It would be better to avoid the guards and scale the battlements, lower the drawbridge from the inside.
Sure, if you prefer the coward's way.
It's a clever way.
Oh, you actually get an option on what to do in this area. That's actually pretty neat. I have to admit, the game definitely does give you a good sense of variety. Every table's different. That's actually pretty neat.
Yoink.
Yeah, the rogue can actually steal gold from people once she's behind them. That's pretty neat. And you got things like your flippers can take damage and stuff like that. It feels pretty well rounded. I'm just a little bit disappointed because the game doesn't look to be that long. I mean, this is area 3 of like 4 or 5, and that really isn't that much. As I said, they wouldn't... Man, I'm sucking today. They wouldn't let me talk about any sort of area past area... God damn shit crap balls! They wouldn't let me talk about anything past Zone 3 because they didn't want spoilers, and I was surprised on how quickly I came up on Zone. God damn it! I was surprised how quickly I came up on that zone. God! Yeah, if you couldn't tell, this game frustrates me a lot. Because the physics just want to screw with my face. I get it, I get it.
It would be
Sure.
It's a club.
The game seems to imply that you'll... massively screwed by the physics there. I know I can move out of the way, but I do not trust moving because I screw myself over with it more than I do actually help myself with it. But you know, like, see, the physics there just don't make any sense. It's a bit odd. But yeah, it just doesn't seem to have that much longevity to it. I mean, there is an option to discard your campaign progress, and yeah, the Rogue's Ball is weird. It can basically break the rules of the game by, like, moving up certain slopes. It's a bit odd. I'm just hoping to get enough mana to get the Knight out and start using his shield a bit, but actually, yeah, I think I'm in the right... I've got the right amount of mana to do that. Let's see. I do. Okay, so I can use his shield and just beat the absolute ever-loving crap out of all these bastards. At least for a little bit. And now we'll swap back to the Rogue. Not even 100% sure what the Barmaids does. I just bought her, so...
Excuse me?
Bollocks! What else have I got? Okay, back to the Knight, I guess. Oh no. God damn it!
I'm here to help. Stay back.
It's... I am enjoying it. It's just, I get so fucking frustrated with these goddamn physics. They're out to screw me, I tell ya. See, look at that. Both my multi-balls there I activated from my mana ability just went straight down the middle, and down goes him too. Some might say it'd be a better idea to back off and start trying to get mana, but on some of the levels that's actually really hard to do consistently because of the way they place some troopers sometimes. They do expect you to go back and repeat old levels to do some grinding and stuff, but it's kind of annoying to do that because they always place enemies in the worst possible positions because they always place them somewhere where it makes it really hard to actually go and get mana so that you can revive any one of your characters in particular, and it gets really annoying after a while. I'm like, see, I got this one ball left. How the hell am I supposed to get over there? And see, now I've been thrown right back here even though I was holding... Yep, and down I go, and out I come there again. Yep, I am being screwed by the physics once again. This is just my luck. This is why I hate doing videos on games like Zen Pinball, because there's just absolutely no guarantee the game won't screw me. Okay, I've got a revive lined up. Now I just need to get back to the main flippers. See, I want to revive the Knight, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to do a lot of damage.
Rise, my friend.
Son of a bitch!
Teach these boys some manners.
Watch where you're going.
Rollers of the Realm is an enjoyable pinball game that loves to fuck with me. That's basically all I've got to say about it. It comes out on the 17th of November in North America, but unfortunately it has been pushed back to tentative early 2015 in Europe. So in North America it will have a price of $9.99 and it'll have a 20% PlayStation Plus discount. Do not take the fact that I failed so much in this video as significant of anything, because my luck when it comes to anything physics-based is absolutely terrible. I have been killed by a traffic cone in Halo 3. That is pretty much all the proof you need. Yeah, that was a look at Rollers of the Realm, though. Not bad for $7.99. And with the arena mode, it's got at least a fair amount of content in it. Just be prepared. If you have as bad luck as I do, then oh boy, you'll hate this game as much as I do. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.